Welcome to the Rebel Love Show. We are a once-a-week broadcast from Manchester, New Hampshire, where we are pro-pot, pro-gun, and pro-coffee. You can find all of our content at rebelloveshow.com. I am Mathias.
And I am Mathias, formerly known as the Rebel Mistress.
Oh, babe, I was gonna call you out as a Rebel Mistress because to me, you are no longer the Rebel Mistress because on that heavenly day back on August 27th at Hempfest.
Oh, it was exactly 1 month ago today.
Yeah.
This is our 1 month of being married, babe.
Yeah. Woo! So in our studio guest today is none other than Justin Campione and Rick and Naya. How's
Did he
it
say
going,
that
guys?
right?
Did I say that right?
It's
Justin?
Campione.
Yeah.
Campione?
Yes.
Campione and Campione.
Campione.
Of Granite
fine,
Haze
no
of
worries.
Mine, Rick Naya of New Hampshire Hempfest and Freedom Rally.
How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing fantastic. Good to be here.
We
For
all
the
made-
last show.
Yes, we all made it back from Hempfest, guys. And
Did we?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. Did we
Partially.
make
I
it?
think I'm just strolling in.
So, babe, this is our series
This is our
finale.
last
So let's
episode.
go ahead and address that. Because people have been writing us and saying that they're sad, but this is actually a good thing. We're evolving past the Rebel Love Show, and we're branching off into new possibilities.
Yeah, so basically, this is our last episode. It's been one hell of a ride. We're going to talk in a little bit detail
This
going
show
forward.
has been going on for 2 years.
Oh, actually, no. It'll be a 3-year anniversary.
3
in 2 weeks.
years. Sorry, he started like way before in Chicago.
Yeah,
So-
before
Right
we
on.
moved to New Hampshire.
So we've been at it for a while.
Yeah, so I mean, it's time for us to move on. It's like, you can't stick with something forever. When things are going on, like you got to roll with the punch. You got to move where that life's taking you. Babe, don't destroy the studio before the episode's over. I know it's pot, but like, don't destroy the studio here. But no, we filmed the doc in New Hampshire Hempfest. We're going to talk at length at it later on in this episode. But that's kind of my passion. Like, that's what I want to work on. That's where I know that's going to lead me in the right path. And on top of that, it's going to help show New Hampshire that legalization needs to happen now.
Right
So,
on. Right on.
That's my passion going forward. And that's why.
So you can look forward to that. So I guess we're gonna announce a little bit more about what we're gonna do next. But first, let's get into it. Hempfest. Okay, so it's the day to go to Hempfest, and I have not packed anything. And I was like, we're gonna be so unprepared, even though I have been preparing for like a year. I kept having dreams that I'd forget my wedding dress and I'd show up to Hempfest and I wouldn't have my wedding dress with me and it just like be crazy.
Fears.
Yeah, so those were my kind of fears. So I didn't even really pack for Hempfest. I was just like so focused on this wedding. I don't know how many man hours that we all put in, but I'd say for me it was a lot just planning the wedding. I know
you put
you
a
guys
lot of effort into
Right.
planning that wedding.
Oh,
There's so
definitely.
much.
hire
effort
me,
that you
guys,
did.
for your next
Yeah,
wedding.
like seriously, the amount of that's one thing we're gonna be doing with our production company, like as well, like event coordination. Because this woman, she planned out the most picture perfect wedding that I've ever seen.
I also planned
Yeah,
a lot of
people
awesome
said the
parties.
same thing,
It
yeah.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I could photograph it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it's quite a
But
wedding.
anyway, what are you saying, babe?
all I was saying is that you planned that wedding perfectly. Like that, it was absolutely incredible how it came through. And I don't know how many hours you put in. You put in countless hours, getting it,
Definitely.
especially at the last
So
minute.
how many
with the
hours in
programs
total?
And everything
Oh
else.
yeah, with the programs the day of, we're like I made fans and we were gluing them. Rob's gonna show a short video of how the wedding went, so everyone, all of our fans, it's like you guys get to be there with us. But that's what I spent most of my manpower doing. These men spent so much manpower getting ready for Hempfest. So were you prepared on the day of?
For Hempfest?
Yeah.
Was I prepared?
Yeah, well, all of
what
you
about
guys.
Rick? What
I
about-
think
yeah.
I know that the event was going to evolve as it always does. It's like an organism.
So you
that's
weren't
alive.
worried?
Nope, I really wasn't, because we put a lot of faith in the volunteers and the people that work with us closely, our staff. These people are like our family. They're like an extension of who we are. They're not chosen. They just materialize, it seems. They want to help the movement. They want to help the cause. And I call a lot of these people my friends and my family because that's what they are and what they become. I think that we all know that we all cross paths in lives for certain purposes. I was chosen to do one thing, and many of those that surround us in the event were chosen to do others. And I have to thank our higher powers that we all came together and brought New Hampshire Hempfest, I believe, the credence it was due this weekend. And I know that our media department, Rob and Justin, spent hundreds of hours, even prior to and during the event. Even while their wedding was going on, they were still filming for the festival. It was really quite a complex array of tasks going on at one time.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So I remember Frank coming up and saying, I'm in like my
Who's the
underwear.
volunteer coordinator?
Yeah, he goes, where's Justin? We've been trying to get him for an hour. I was like, what? I'm getting ready for the wedding. So I hop in the back of his golf cart in just my underwear, and I just do like a lap across the stage in my underwear, just videotaping, and then I went right back. I had to go back and get pictures of your wedding.
Oh, I wasn't aware all of that was going on.
Oh yeah, well, there's a lot that you didn't know that was going on because again, you were focused at your special day. There was a lot going on at Hempfest. Like the LRN was upstairs doing their radio shows. We had Rob and Justin doing theirs. We had Burger Snaps running around taking photographs for us, as well as a number of different people who stepped up to share pictures. Yeah. We want to give Taper Chris another big kudos to him for taping up all the audio sound that we have that we're going to be using through the documentary.
The stuff he got is amazing.
Some amazing recordings that he took there. And there's a compilation of a number of different people who just showed up and offered to share their wonderful photographs that they took throughout the event as well. So
man hours, you'd say you just ample.
Thousands. It comes down to thousands of hours.
I remember the last couple of weeks leading up to Hempfest. I was cranking out video promos left and right for Hempfest. I literally spent almost $40 a week.
Oh, it was amazing the amount of hours and time. Yeah.
Like it benefits both ways because now you have a portfolio of this awesome work that you did to make an awesome festival.
And note how they've developed and how they've gotten better and better and better. Definitely. I want you guys to know this too, because I do spend a lot of time on Facebook and all of the intricacies of the marketing. Very rarely will you ever get a phone call directly from Facebook, but I've had several of them. And we were at this year the most viewed festival page on Facebook. We had more views on our page than any of the festivals that were going on in the country because of the type of gifts that we were sharing.
Wow.
Nobody had anything like them. We were the only one.
Wow.
So I'm really proud of the level of work that we put together to make these gifts and the love that we put into it. Because I think that's what separates, New Hampshire Hempfest and has brought us the accolades we've gotten so quickly that we're in the top 10 in the nation. So to be there isn't just, hey, this is a lucky thing. Like I said, our paths have crossed for reasons that are greater than our own. And I think that when all of our fans realize the amount of effort that we go through to put on Hempfest and the extreme costs, we hear a lot of things from people all over the country about nonprofit, you're for profit. Well, let me just share something this year. The first few years we threw the event, it was out of a $25,000 shits and giggle. Let's throw a puddle fest, and we did it. Second year we turned around and said, hey, we're going to do a $50,000, and we can do this. Out of our own pocket. We broke even. Whew, that was lucky. This year we had over $90,000 in expenses, and $15,000 of those expenses were unbeknownst to us. So we went in the hole this year for the first time and went well beyond a budget that we thought we were going to be able to handle. So this year, we're hoping that 2017 we'll be able to pull this all together with support from our fans. We're going to ask for some additional support from sponsors and fans and vendors to see if they can't help us, justify these added costs that we incurred so that we can reinvest out of our blood, sweat, and tears money so that we can throw this wonderful event again at Rogers.
So Hempfest 2017 is a go, guys.
Right on. We're going to do it, but we're going to need some support from our fans, sponsors, and vendors this year so that we can rectify the losses that we incurred unexpectedly and hope that we can continue moving forward with additional sponsors and vendors that we're going to incur this year.
Beautiful, Rick. We'll talk more about Hempfest when we come back here on LRN.FM.
Ubiquitous, people need to use it. For people to use it, they must have it. How can we get Bitcoin into more hands? Hey, Rob.
Yeah,
Ian.
Right? Hey, dude. Can I get a levels check from Justin? He sounds pretty far off compared to the rest of you guys.
Hello.
Did you bring him up there a little bit?
Yeah, hold on.
Looked like you
All right, try it now.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, plenty loud. That's
Okay,
right.
cool.
Now let me hear you in comparison.
1 2 test 1 2.
So he's now louder than you.
Louder than me. 1 2 3 1 2 3 test 1 2 Rebel Love Show
Hello.
LRN.FM
Hello.
test.
Okay.
All right.
And let me hear Justin one more time.
Hey, this is Justin. I'm coming in.
Hey, this is Rick.
I don't hear you, Rick.
I think that should be all
I
right.
have that muted.
Presumably
Hold up,
everyone.
hold up. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good.
I think you're all right.
All right.
Thank you, Ian.
Cool, Ian.
I'll
Thank
send you a telegram
wasn't-
if anything changes, Rob.
Yeah, thank
Keep
you.
an eye on that.
I'll be keeping an eye on it. I saw. That's why I thought I changed it a little bit during the show. But anyways, thank you, Ian.
Okay. Cool. Have a good show.
We'll do.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
This information
All right,
is
guys.
worth
For
you
those
changing
listening on
the
the
way you
YouTube
do
feed
things.
during the commercial break,
Go to
I'm gonna play a little
saveitpurse.com
music
right
from
now.
Hellfest.
Get
So I'm
signed
gonna be
up
playing
and
here.
cash in on the
Actually,
huge raise
video.
I'm
Pigeons
offering
playing
you.
ping pong, which
15 to
played on.
25% off of
They
everything.
played Friday night at Hellfest. So I'm gonna play that for you guys right now.
That was wonderful. That was that proposal.
No, exactly. Okay, it's a tag.
So we can dance to
LRN.FM into more ears. Visit promote.lrn.fm for a free bumper sticker, flyers, banners, graphics, and more. Promote.lrn.fm.
And welcome back to the Rebel Love Show. And in the first segment, we're talking about why we're leaving the Rebel Love Show, how this is our our last
This is our
voyage.
series
The
finale.
series
Grand
finale.
finale.
And it's so funny because our life is kind of like a reality TV show, and we're like on season 8 now.
No. We're on season 9 now, babe. The season finale of season 8 was Hellfest.
Oh, okay, cool.
The beginning of part of the season was the honeymoon.
So season 9 was the honeymoon.
We're on
We're on
season
season
9,
9 in our personal lives, and at this time, the Rebel Love Show.
We're going into season 10.
Yeah.
The Rebel Love Show series finale is now, and we're branching off into new possibilities, like I said before, and we're opening our own
Congratulations.
production company. And Rob's gonna tell you what that all about, what we're gonna do.
So
in our new
we're if you notice on any of the video you've been watching, we got our logo up there. Spirit Love Productions is our production studio that we are launching with the end of the Rebel Love Show. Reason being, both me and Ann, we do a lot of different projects. We do a lot of different stuff that's
Definitely.
outside of the show, and we really need a branding or a vessel that helps us along the way in our artistic
I really
adventures.
hope that one day this artistic venture can be our full-time focus, and me and Rob can just live in marital bliss and move to an island somewhere in the woods.
In the woods, an island in the woods.
Yeah.
An island in the woods,
That's my dream place. But anyway, so yeah, like I do my voice acting, and I'm still doing that. I still do audio books for Audible. Actually, I got 3 books that are going to be coming out soon, probably by the end of the month. But on top of that, I also edit audio. I edit all the audio for my own books and commercials and whatnot. So that's one of the skills that we are going to offer. And
absolutely. We're also going to offer video editing, video producing, photography. I mean, she does voice acting as well. Like she was talking about media directing, event coordination, social media stuff.
And just helping
She got
people
a
with
laundry list.
Well, yeah, it sounds like a
Yeah, it's
culmination
like-
of everything that you guys
I
have
mean,
been doing
my-
the last
my-
several years,
yeah,
coming all together.
Yeah,
at
all
one
together
time.
is like, make some money off it.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day it
also
comes up,
social
but if
media
not,
directing. If not, we can say we gave it a
allows my
try.
creativity and it allows me to
And
branch off to other
The
things.
biggest thing project that's probably for now that's coming out of Spirit Love Productions is this Hempfest documentary,
Right.
This is the doc.
which
This is-
Rob and Justin worked really hard on. So guys, can you tell us like what that's gonna be like?
Oh my God, this doc captured the love. We captured like the essence of what Hempfest is. And on top of that, we can tell such an amazing narrative because we have video of like, the Unity side for the 420 rallies, local media that's
All
History.
those man hours we talked about earlier.
announcing
History.
Hempfest on the lineup on the Rebel Show. Like we have all this past stuff to build up a narrative. All right. Plus, there's so many great storylines that happened during Hempfest that we were able to capture.
Definitely.
I don't think there's been a documentary that combines going to a festival and as a legalization effort. Like this will change the heart and
You even
minds
had
of people in New Hampshire.
governor-elect appearances.
Well, no,
like,
you had
that
not
was
governor-elect, but you had Frank Igloo, who was running for governor, who lost the primary, but what, 1% of
He
the
was,
vote?
so he was a
900 votes.
governor-elect.
Less than one.
campaigning through campsite to campsite. It was impressive to see, and the amount of state reps that were there. Like there's definitely you built up a coalition of
Thank you. Yep.
people in the state house.
We certainly have. We've picked
Yeah.
up some of the most critical players in the cannabis movement in New Hampshire's history right now, and I'm really proud of that. I got to tell you that when this all started out with a bullhorn and Rich Paul on the steps at a 420 rally 6-7 years ago with me,
Beautiful.
is really developed into something that you guys, and I'm really proud of you guys taking the initiative to help, I think, bring a lifelong dream of not only mine, but I think yours and Justin's and Ann's and Tom's and Lori and Frank and so many of our volunteers and friends of the family that help make Hempfest what it truly is. And I'm really inspired by your movement and this decision to move forward. And I'm glad that I'm helping be part of that. And I'm hoping that we can continue carrying this new venture and this new documentary to a new level so that other festivals and other events around the country can get a new perspective as to what a movement really truly like and how people come together to make the changes that they believe in. And that's one of the key reasons why we do what we do as activists and lobbyists. And Tom Brown isn't here right now, but we have to give Tom some credence as well, again, because without the little, I always say you have to have some big balls to step up, and Tom did it, and thank God I was alongside him, and I've been there the whole time, and hope that I bring the movement not only to New Hampshire, but to yourselves and so many others who have, I say, jumped on the train or got on the backpack and joined the crowd. And as I told you all, and I'll continue to say this, as long as we do this together, because there's no I in me, and it's about us and we. So if we can all stay together and continue with this vision that we can make a freer and a newer New Hampshire, we can all do it together, and we are. And as you can see that we've made these changes,
Bring in the new New Hampshire.
I'm really proud of this.
We captured that magic of what we want in this state. And my passion is we're gonna get this done. It's gonna be award winning. It's gonna be huge. But I don't even care about all that. I just want the state of New Hampshire stop kidnapping people and throwing them in cages
Yeah.
over cannabis.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, what do we got to do? Like, we're assembling peacefully, like having a celebration of life and love, but it's like, it's for a reason. It's for like stopping them from let people.
Well, they need to
and
consider
decide what they
here,
can put in their
especially here in
body.
November, that Massachusetts and Maine now are going to become probably legal states around us.
Yeah.
And the industry is proving that there's a little bit more illicit traffic of cannabis in the state due to the states surrounding us having the wherewithal to go ahead and allow the citizens to do it, yet New Hampshire hasn't yet decriminalized.
They'll
So
probably just
we're in a
use that.
mission. We need to decriminalize in the state, then we need to move with a comprehensive reform without having the state regulate it so tightly like they do alcohol. Mom and pops need to have businesses and opportunities as well as industry. So we have to do this in a very comprehensive, common sense way in New Hampshire, as we do most things. I'm proud of where we are right now. We have a lot to go. We had a meeting last week. We brought up a number of things to their attention. We have another meeting at the end of October on the 21st at 1 o'clock. We hope that everybody joins us, because we're going to be adding new conditions to the state's conditions lists, and we're going to continue moving to try to expand the medical program and also instill some of the changes in the Senate so that we can at least start doing either a home grow or opening up our state to become prepared to be a legal state as the rest of the region is.
What do you think? Why do you think it is that?
Wait, I didn't think Justin answered the question about what the documentary was going
Oh,
to be.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I know.
way
What's
off
up with the
track.
doc there, Justin?
Yeah, give us your
We
take.
have gathered so much footage for this. We have over 200 gigabytes,
It's almost 300.
almost 300, and
We have and surprise
amazing.
surprise added camera people too. The next, I don't have time. We don't have time in this segment to talk it up. I want to give shout outs to everyone that donated film, because there's
Please
a lot of people that donated film that's like gold.
yeah, and with all of them and all their helpfulness and what they've done, it's we have like a lot to go through. But
Be
it's
patient, everybody. This isn't something that's going to pop up overnight. This will
Oh,
take
no.
almost a
Oh,
year
my
Like a
of
year.
work
It's gonna
A year,
take
definitely.
to
6 months
develop
to a
this. It's
year
going to be a
at
world-class, one-of-a-kind video documentary of the legalization process that we've gone through together. Looking forward to it.
least. Tomorrow when we come back here on the Rebel Love Show. Stay tuned.
Awesome.
Understanding your credit score is the first step towards managing and improving it. This is Charlie Sundstrom with your Van Dyke Mortgage Minute. Influential component of your credit score is your payment history. Almost equally as important is the amount you owe on credit accounts. Also impacting your score, but to a lesser
Hey guys,
degree.
so I'm
are
going to
the
play
length of
another
time-
band that was at Hempfest. This is actually he actually guested on the Rebel Love Show about a year or so ago. This is none other than Jordan Page. He was at New Hampshire Hempfest as a staunch legalization effort, and I've been a fan of Jordan for like 4 years, so I'd love to be able to record him, and this is personal footage I took while I was on stage recording Jordan. He's absolutely amazing. So you missed out a great performance here at Hempfest, so take a look.
Rising out from the heart of America, America. Listen to the sound of the drum calling players to the game of a new world order. Don't be caught unaware when the hits start rolling. No, it couldn't happen here. I know it never happened here. But I will not submit to authority of man. Now lie away. This is more than I can take. If you had an open door, would you kill a little more? Listen to the cries of the dead falling in Afghanistan. Is there no one out there? Unseen bones dropping bombs on the sons of Arabia. Listen to the sound of applause in a chamber full of men selling out their people. as they blend their songs on the hearts of America. No, it couldn't happen here, I know it never happened here. And I will not submit to authority of man. I'm wait. This is more than I can take. If you had an open door, would you kill a little more? There's a war machine in motion, and the bullets fall like rain. And I line the eyes of the innocent has faded into pain. Yes,
Now offering open bazaar hosting. Go to agristhosting.com, click on the button that says Get Hosted. Agrist Hosting, that's AGORIST hosting.com.
This is the Liberty Radio Network, broadcasting the latest liberty-oriented audio content 24 hours a day at LRN.FM.
And welcome back to the Rebel Love Show. This is Mathias on the mic here. And before we left, we were just talking about this documentary that was filmed at HempFest and what it was kind of gonna consist of. But we all were at HempFest, so I just wanted to know, like, what were some of everyone's memorable moments at HempFest, because HempFest changed me, like, definitely deeply inside, and not just illicit drug use, but just like the people. Like, for instance, I'm just gonna say this one thing because I'm sure you all have stories and I want to give everyone time, but the one thing that I loved was right after our wedding, which went perfectly and smoothly. It was so beautiful. But the best part for me was that we got to share it with everyone there. Like, it didn't matter if we had just met people for the first time or just seen them earlier in the week. Like, they were a part of it, and they felt like they were a part of it. And it was such an intimate ceremony, and that didn't matter to anyone. Right after, we hugged every single person that was at our wedding. Every person.
Hugged. It was a hug-a-thon for like 30 minutes.
We just spent time hugging. And you know what? Like, that's not something that normally happens. Like, and it's not something we talk about. But as friends, like, all we do is group hug each other and just send love and give it. And that's us. And that was groovy. So beautiful. And it brought new meaning to the phrase "loving you" that we learned at Rainbow, because it was just, I loved everyone. Everyone was a part of me. I was a part of everyone. And that was a beautiful, and that was way before I was tripping. So it was just I could feel the energy, and it touched my spirit deeply. So that was one of my favorite parts.
One of your favorite ones.
One of my favorite parts was getting both of your, like, vows, like when you were both saying what you were saying to each other before. I don't know weddings that often. So
the video
you
captured the close-ups of of both of us crying. That was probably one. That was definitely the number one part that I filmed. Like, aside from your whole wedding, like, that right there was like for me, like,
tugged on the heartstrings.
I dip. You'll notice I dip a little bit down on yours because I'm like trying to wipe my eye. But my other part was it was both Saturday. And it was when you got on stage and handed out all those free joints.
By the way, I have drone footage of that very scene right now behind you on the green screen.
Oh, that's
so if you're watching, I just want to point that out, that is the exact scene right there.
You guys were so cool passing out
and
those joints.
for me, that was like rock star moment. Like, I could just be up there with you and just videotaping, and like that was sweet. That was like
there's one
right.
there's one
Making
moment you
history.
pick up a joint on the ground.
Yeah.
You were
And
making history.
I was just
man.
like, yeah, I'm here.
We were in the
Rockstar.
we were in the audience during that
Yeah.
at that moment. So like we were walking up, I had the tapestry like hoisted around my shoulders, if like I wanted like a wrestling
This
championship
robe
or
is
something
good.
like
Yeah,
that.
it was
All right?
good.
It was
And-
funny.
I remember. I just remember like this like pink fade around you guys,
Oh,
something
yeah,
like that. And all of
yeah.
a sudden, you just see Rick you're throwing out these joints, and
like
they
spotlight
all
on
like
Rick.
levitate out. They slowly fall like leaves.
Yeah,
just fall.
it was
They're,
like slowed
little
down.
parachute.
Like,
Yeah.
time just
Wow.
stops so slowly.
90
It
joints.
was funny because
blunts.
we like before you came out, before both of us came out, I was just gonna go on stage to get footage like of whatever was happening, and then you walked out, and we both just instantly just went like straight to the center where like I was like, oh, you're gonna do something, and that right, in front of everybody there was really cool.
Just
Like, that
lined
was
up perfectly.
Yeah, it just
There
naturally
was a few
happened.
thousand people in the crowd. That was great.
What
That
about
was
you,
insane.
Rick?
Yeah, how about you, Rick? What was your favorite moment?
Wow. Favorite moment of New Hampshire Hempfest and Freedom Rally 2016. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I know you have stories to tell.
Oh,
You have
Like
multiple
he
stories.
lost his
God.
voice. Let me tell you, Rick
Oh,
lost
man.
his voice by like the day before the wedding. I was
Yeah.
like, this man is working
And-
hard. Like he was on stage before every performance, like announcing, just a mover and a
You're
shaker,
everywhere.
and still found time to like just like focus, spend time with us, and like help us out with our wedding. Like that was
Which
sweet.
meant a
We
lot.
love you, Rick.
Yeah, we love
Thank
you.
you.
Just by
It
the
means
way.
a lot to me. There's so many things that I could probably share. A huge list of things I could say, and thanks to so many. And I think the most important thing of Hempfest this year is that I learned a few things, in life. And one of them is to ask for forgiveness. Even though you may think you're right or wrong, but know deep inside that you must. And I'm going to do that one more time and the last time. And those of us that know, I think we know.
I hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then secondly, I learned that if a person gives with his heart 100%, and he can do that in front of his friends and family, sober, as I could be, I was stoned, yep. But to give with your heart and to love with your heart and give all that you can. The biggest thing that I learned at Hempfest was that love is reciprocated and given amongst those that care. And our family at New Hampshire Hempfest proved that to me, because on Sunday evening, when I had given everything I had possibly could, I was on my last. And those that were close, that were there in that room that evening, knew, man, I gave it my all. I couldn't talk anymore. I couldn't think. I couldn't anything. But what I knew then is those people that were surrounding me are what give me the energy to continue moving forward in this cause. And I'm so proud of all of you, all of my friends, my family, the staff, the citizens of New Hampshire. I give everything I have to this cause, and I want everybody to know that I thank you all. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. And I'm happy to say that for the most part, you can't always make everybody happy, but I sure as hell try. And Tom Brown and I, we thank everybody in the state, all of our reps and citizens, and just for coming there and supporting us and making New Hampshire the great state that it is. And I only hope and pray that after we start this new venture and we unleash this documentary, that those of you that had any falsehoods about where we stand now as a citizenry and where we're going to move forward in a newer New Hampshire, that I think you've got something coming. And I'm looking forward to unleashing the New Hampshire Hempfest and Freedom Rally documentary. And I think what I learned there is that when you love and give freely from your heart, that those rewards are unfounded. And I thank everybody for everything that they've given unto us. Thank you so much.
It's we're gonna make
Yeah.
magic with this doc. But Rick, I know you put so much hard effort into it. All right, you really do. I've seen firsthand the amount of time and effort you put into
Yeah,
this
and we
cause.
definitely appreciate
You
it.
do everything you can to get the.
And I've lost loved
help
ones over
people
this. You
here.
guys know. I mean, people that don't know need to know. Rick Naya has done it all. I've had it all and lost it all in the better glory of not myself. And please understand that for those of you that don't know me, and you might think what you may, this isn't for me. This isn't nothing about me. And if you choose to take the banner from me and you can do a better job, please come do so I can cheer you on. I think it's a greater glory than myself or any legacy I can leave my children. But the legacy that we leave and the history that we make now, it will be challenged by others. As champions that we are moving forward, I champion anyone to help us bring this cause its just due. And we need to bring it to a common sense regulation for adults. And I'm so glad to be part of it. I just, guys, again, I'm very passionate about what we do, but it's all about the fun, the love, and the giving. And you wanted to know what was the biggest part of New Hampshire Hamfest and Freedom Rally was giving it my all and not only sharing it and showing it, but proving it, apologizing and giving praise. So I think it really takes a hell of a place to be, to take New Hampshire Hamfest into the future with our friends and family. And we're looking forward to doing that together, man.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
More
Love
when
you
we
guys.
come back.
I love you.
Thank you.
I love you too.
Love you guys.
Yeah. Right on.
Are you tired of brown
Yeah,
rusting?
during the documentary.
I guarantee that you'll cry at some point.
No, I try not to,
later.
dude. It just takes over. I can't help
I
it.
know.
It's just
and
all
hey, I didn't let this stop me at Hempfest. All right.
I've always said,
I
when you lose someone you love over the cause,
hear you.
then you'll know. Okay.
I know. All right, so guys, we're live here on YouTube. I'm gonna change it up a bit. Sneak peeking later on. This is like talking about the future of the next
Okay,
Sunday.
now I have to talk about it.
Well, no,
When you come back.
Yeah. No, I'll wait. I still want to talk about him just a bit more.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna play. This is I am gonna give you guys a taste of when Rainbow happened at Hempfest, because there was a very, very rainbow moment outside of the main stage at Hempfest on Friday night, and I got a lot of great videos. So I hope you guys love it, because I sure loved recording it.
Oh, you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Oh, you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Some days your daddy from going.
as well as files that will allow you to make your own custom banners and graphics. Visit promote.lrn.fm and help bring new listeners to the Liberty Radio Network. That's promote.lrn.fm.
This is your Robertson Roberts Brokerage Daily Precious Metals Update. In early trading Tuesday, gold is $10 lower at $1,328 per ounce. Silver is down 24 cents at $19.26 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at $603 US. Robertson Roberts has been helping clients buy and sell gold and silver for nearly 40 years. We can help you. Call us at 800-874-9760 or visit us online at rrbi.co.
You can sign up to receive the latest about the Liberty Radio Network via our email updates at updates.lrn.fm. That's updates.lrn.fm.
Welcome back to the Rebel Love Show. And before we get into it, I kind of mentioned it in previous segment. I want to give a shout out to everyone that helped work on the dock at Hemfest, not just worked on the dock.
You guys are fantastic.
Oh my God. Like we got so much great material by so many great people. First and foremost, Ken Smith, who's a drone operator.
Thanks, Ken.
Oh my God, I'm using your footage right now in the back of a twiddle right now for a green screen. On top of that, we got Matt Balcow. Matt, oh my God, I didn't know whether or not like if you'd be there or not, and you were there 110%.
Dude, he was a squirrel, man.
He found he did what he needed to do and then some.
Man, if he had to find a nut, he found them. He was everywhere.
Yeah,
he was like Justin. These guys were like everywhere.
That kid was funny because like he was a
man.
great guy, but I would be like zipping around everywhere, like just getting footage of everything. Yeah, and then it was funny because like I'd turn around for maybe 10 seconds and I wouldn't be able to find him, but he would just be slowly walking around. It was like we were on that same level, just a different
was
pace.
capturing capturing things. He was everywhere.
He was on the same page as
what a
us.
gem.
And that's the great thing about like all the
Huge
media
gem.
stuff, because everyone just came in, had the same idea just on their own.
Well,
like,
remember
worked
something.
together.
I shared a vision with him years ago when this initially started. We've been working on this vision for years. And so to be able to talk to the few that we did screen, it rubbed off rather well. Again,
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy it came together because in all honesty, like
big kudos to Matt. Who else do we
Matt,
got?
Yeah. Besides Matt's, let me see here. We also have a couple of other people who originally weren't a part of it, but donated footage, and the footage they got will definitely be used. Dana Hardy
came up with
Dana's the man. Dana's so awesome.
Great photos. And
That's
to be
my
perfectly
brother
honest with
Dana.
Dana, like footage that I'm more happy about than anything else. He has a bunch of the 420 rally videos.
Yeah.
And he gave me that. I copied it over. I didn't even know about it. I'm looking forward, like, oh, that's past video stuff now. I got like extra content like to throw into the build a narrative. So super happy he was there. He got some great videos.
Paulie Goudon, man.
Paulie Goudon of G-Funk Productions.
Yeah.
He got a lot of great footage.
Paulie's a good guy. And some interviews. He did a few. He's a good cat.
Yeah.
Paulie's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Hey, and congrats too for the job promotion too, Paulie.
And then also State Rep Glenn Aldrich. He has some great
That was
videos.
awesome.
He was around video. It was fantastic.
I gotta tell you, that guy Glenn Aldrich. If you guys, see how hard he worked for the Frank Edelblut movement, and not only that, the work that he does in his district and ward. He's a real special fellow that's here in New Hampshire, and I give him a lot of credit. And thank you so much, Glenn, for being part of the New Hampshire Hempfest and Freedom Rally and helping the citizens of New Hampshire with some common sense advocacy and implementations of the laws and bills that you guys help assist with down at the State House. We really appreciate your efforts here in New Hampshire.
Yeah,
Aldrich.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
I just want to interrupt because we didn't get a chance to introduce one of the newest production assistants. This is Java.
Oh, hey, there's Cutie Java.
He's head of photography for
is he head of photography?
Spirit Love Productions. Yeah.
What's your title, Java?
He's head of
That's a guy
photography.
cat, a black guy cat. Yeah.
I like his collar.
Who else? Let's give some more credence and dues out there, man.
Photographers. both Peter Noonan and
Tree.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
awesome.
those guys.
She's my little sister friend. She's everybody's sister friend, man. She's so awesome, man. She was everywhere too.
The photos that she's been releasing and Peter's been releasing.
Peter likes holding his back like an ace of spades up his sleeve. This cat, man, he keeps in pictures.
Yeah,
Wait, watch.
no, that's a good.
It's nice. Yeah, he just uses
I like
them
that.
monthly
Look,
or
hey,
weekly.
If you think he's been holding back, all right.
300 megabytes.
Just think of
it.
Not even the
Gigabytes.
video. Not even the video like that we have. Like I have there's so many great photos. I took photos every day. I have albums. I'm literally going to. Here's my camera right here that we're running around with the whole entire time, except for Justin on Saturday. Which I'll be honest, Justin, you owned it more than I thought I could.
Yeah.
Like you blew me out of the water.
And he ran around with the Kodak
All
camera,
right.
that camera, 2 cameras at a time.
Like you're running around like no, it was
it was quite something.
Who
Who else are we going to give some credence to? There's some other people. Burger Snaps was out taking photographs. Burger Snaps came through with some fantastic photos as well, man. He really did. Who else can we give some credit to?
Ian Freeman, the prophet.
Oh yeah, he took some great photos. And Mark Edge.
Yeah, Mark Edge's post actually. That was like the way it got announced to the internet. He was the first post out there that announced our wedding. So thank you, Mark Edge, for telling the world that we got married.
Mark.
I appreciate it. I'm also happy that you guys were able to make it because I know you guys wouldn't have been able to make our wedding had we had that Pork Fest. So
I'm
really happy you guys were able to make it.
That was so super good. Just to diverge from that for a minute. So I thought another great part of Hempfest was that the amount of people who came for our wedding never had been to a music festival before. So that was their first time experiencing it. Wow. And I went around to each person like one by one because I didn't really see anyone after the wedding. We had to like come back after the honeymoon. And then every person I saw that went there, I was like, how was your Hempfest? Like, how was your trip? And they were like, it was amazing. Like it changed me. Like my views and perceptions have changed for the better.
So many
I would love right now to listen to the first radio show that you did right after last year's Hempfest and listen to what you said then to what you're saying now. We'll do a clip of that in the documentary.
It's been a world difference going.
A world of difference have happened in the last couple of years, man.
I mean, like what my rebel goddess here was saying. There's Java. Come on, you got claws. Come on, I'm on radio. But no, there's so many people that we introduced like this scene to the first time that everyone's just like messaging us that we personally have brought with that, you know, they loved it. They loved the whole scene.
They had
like,
amazing time.
That was the best time of my life. You know, like
there were some people there like they came and I was like, oh, they might not have fun. They were partying harder than me. I was like, oh my God, like everyone's having such a great time. And it's rare that you leave a festival because if you've read one of Justin's blogs, sometimes you can leave and say, you know, I've learned nothing. But then sometimes, sometimes you can leave and say, oh my God, I've learned things about myself that makes me want to change for the better. And with that, I think you made something so successful. Like people who were just looking at pot, like, oh, dirty hippies are now like looking at like, yes, this should be legalized. Like I'm starting to see.
That was
like,
what I did with you guys was like a victory lap, to so to speak. I remember bringing out that huge 7-foot tall cannabis plant, driving around all of Hempfest with it, yelling, "Yay, freedom and liberty to everybody!" And then we showed up out back, got married, and drove around the entire Hempfest, every single road.
By the way, you were freaking me out
Good.
during the wedding. Like, oh my God. Like, you know, you're first off, me and Justin went to your motel room at like 10:30, and like you like said you just got an hour of sleep, and you're like, oh, not even coherent half the time. Like, all right. Like you're kind of like you just want to do my love story in like 2 hours, like, you know, and it was a whole hour late. You came back, left again.
He kidnapped the bride.
You kidnapped the bride, drove her around the entire campsite.
They couldn't look for me. We were like walkie-talkie
That was
communication,
so
and we got too far.
Do you remember as we drove through the crowd, how people would come out of their tents and chairs and stand up on the side of the road and started clapping as we drove by?
The whole time.
That was so
every
amazing.
single road.
Wasn't that cool, you guys?
I mean, we couldn't.
That was another one of the pinnacles of the event for me, was to see the love of people that we didn't even know stand up and cheer you on, and it was
It was great, and
it was
just,
a blessing.
for the rest of the night. It was just congratulations and
All
praises
over.
and hugs and kisses and gifts.
Now you think
and
about this. You
it
think
was
about this. The
so
good times that you
bizarre.
had, and the vibes you shared the first year, and then the turnaround that we had to go through the fracture. And now we go to Hempfest to get married. You see all these people that knew and didn't know, and they came to find out that the love was there, just like you saw.
You just had a bunch of people you didn't know coming in to witness this awesome moment for you guys, like in
So
respect.
amazing.
And that's a really cool thing, how it just naturally happened.
Natural love was there.
Yeah, it was.
You
Definitely.
could literally
I
see
literally,
it.
Definitely.
I mean, I literally couldn't walk around that.
There was a
I
lot
couldn't
of
walk,
that
I couldn't walk
natural
around
love.
that campsite without being hugged that day.
I get
Yeah,
emotional
that's
all
great.
the
So
time. I
much.
really do,
Even
man.
the
It
next day on
takes my
Sunday.
away.
Even the next day on Sunday, I was getting hugged like left and right. Like I
Nah,
literally couldn't go
never.
anywhere without being hugged.
I can't go anywhere.
And vice versa. Yeah, you can't go anywhere without being hugged ever, Rick. Like that's definitely a thing for you.
You can't complain about the hugs.
No.
No, it was such
We
a good
captured so many hugs on
You know what's
film,
cool,
too,
man?
which
You're
was
driving
crazy.
a golf cart. It could be 1, 2, 3, 5 in the morning or day, and somebody will literally stand right in front of my golf cart and say, "Stop! I want a hug." And I have to stop,
Wow.
get out of the golf cart, and give them a hug.
But worth it though.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Every stop, every time someone stops me, I may be on a mission. It may be, and then it's like an on-off switch that you have to have. It's an amazing feat.
I tell you right now, after Hempfest, I'm definitely a hugger.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah. Rob is now a hugger.
Rob's gonna
for
play
sure.
some video of the wedding.
Yeah, so stay tuned if you're
Oh,
watching.
right
We're
on.
gonna play some video of the wedding during the long commercial break here on LRN.FM.
Woo!
Since time began,
Yeah, I've done it for a long
tyrants
time.
have taken
so
aim at
I'm kind of getting to the point where
You're done doing it.
I've talked.
Look, he's about ready to say, "Good, fine. This is it. I don't have to do it again." Right, now let's fucking work on this documentary. I want to make some. This is going to work now because
So
you know what's going to. Oh, you know who we have to give credit to too is Nate McClellan and his buddy there that helped him.
Well, you're still online, so Nate McClellan and his
Yeah, we're on
buddy.
the commercial break now, so yeah.
Oh, hey, wonderful. Then let's
There
give
we go.
him
I mean, we're
some
still live on
kudos.
YouTube.
Yeah,
so,
right.
We're still
on.
live on YouTube.
Nate McClellan on 11. He's a brother. Igor Mashishkin, who helped us with all of our art and all of the poster, the Freedom Cup poster. Wow, man.
It was all wonderful work.
The work.
Everything looked fantastic.
The people that did the UV Little Village, we got to give them credit too, man. They did such
Little
an
Village with,
amazing job.
I helped paint one of the
Oh
murals
my
over
God.
there. That was a
Lucian's
good
an
time.
artist.
Oh yeah, you
Lucian
got video
Emerson?
of it.
Yeah, he brought together a group of people and friends.
was
from
walking
all
down the
over.
aisle.
Lucian worked so hard.
No, he
on
doesn't
that.
stop. You know, he didn't sleep either.
No,
He's
I
like
know.
me.
That was
He
I would.
stayed
No, I gotta go to a different folder. Hold on.
for this full week. I think if he nodded twice if he slept maybe 2 or 3 hours, we're lucky because Lucian just doesn't sleep. He
It
makes
was
sure
insane.
that everybody
just watching
it's
him
insane.
haul ass the entire time.
The
It was
whole
just like
time.
that. I was working hard, walking around. I
You
worked
know,
holes
Lucian
in
and
my
I have
shoes.
a very common bond together. That he's very noble.
Yeah.
He keeps his word and commitment, and when he says he's going to do something, whether he will bend over backwards with a straw and a camel's back to make sure it doesn't break. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
just that kind of guy,
He was
man.
a rock star.
I love him.
I love seeing
He's a
him
rock
after
star.
no seeing him after he did all that work and just how content he was and just how satisfied he was. It was like, dude, you fucking killed it, man. Really. It's incredible the work that he did and that whole team did. I'm so glad we got all of their stuff. Yeah.
They go all over and do this.
Probably the only one he has. Just
Nuts.
That's not the right one.
That was a great they
Okay,
all
right.
worked super hard. I'm glad I got a lot of footage of that area.
Oh, Little Village.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what kind of footage we got. I haven't seen it. You guys haven't shared it other than a little wedding video. I haven't seen any of it.
So this is a little footage right now we're playing of my Rebel Goddess walking out to Arctic Monkeys.
Aw, I didn't see Ann and Taylor get up.
Yeah, half the crowd got up, half didn't. I wish everyone got up where
Yeah,
everyone's at.
I took this.
No, actually, you did not take this
who
footage.
took this footage?
This is Matt's footage.
When do I get to see any of my own footage?
Wow, all of
see
it
this
looks so
footage?
great.
It's
That was
right
such a
behind us.
great view.
Not the-
For the guests.
You just gotta go back and rewatch the video.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, right
Look at
on.
that one.
Rob will send it
Oh,
one in a
same
couple
thing.
days.
yeah. Let me go to your vows, babe.
We won't get to
Hopefully
see it
your
for a
vows,
couple
won't pay
days.
my vows.
I know. That's what I'm bumming about because I need
Well,
to
we
start.
can, we can
working on
actually
that.
show you some stuff after the show. That's fine.
No, not this video that we just did.
What?
The show.
This will be live on YouTube. It's live on YouTube right now. The video will be up immediately.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
When we
gonna be
leave,
up.
just send a clip to me and I'll share it with everybody.
All right, so this is the Rebel Mistress. I'm sorry, Rebel Goddess. The Rebel Mistress becoming the Rebel Goddess.
Oh, that.
It's just some of my vows. He's not going to play the whole thing.
Oh, this is the Mistress turning into the
Our
Goddess.
gathering today with all our friends and family is an act of love. And from this essence comes forth wisdom, beauty.
All right. I'm gonna say that's a teaser.
I'm going to cry. Don't turn that on.
I show
All
people
right.
that video.
Are you guys
And I,
crazy?
like,
You're
I
going to make us
still go,
cry
wow.
again? Look
You
at
just
Ann.
show people
Look
the
at Ann.
video.
She's
Yeah,
welling up.
this wedding.
She's welling. I'll
All right.
cry if I hear
I'll
that.
play some of mine. I'll play some of mine.
You guys, come on. No, yours is just a. Come on, you guys. Don't do that, dude. Oh, my God.
Here we stand.
Oh,
Just 1 year later. After
Well,
you're gonna cry in the next segment. I guarantee you over that main field. And this very campground
You look so cute, babe.
in front of our
I haven't
windows.
heard what I said because I don't.
In that time,
I don't write
years,
it.
years have flown by.
Just
No, it's not right there. It's all like
You've gone on
adventures.
I don't write it.
That's
It
took us
just
hiking
comes to
multiple
me.
mountains to hitting festivals,
So I
including
don't
this
remember.
festival last year. This I wrote though. These festivals. To
Yeah, we both
live in
wrote
the
our own
Green Valley
vows.
All emotional.
with the Rainbow family.
Oh,
together.
play everyone singing Imagine.
Loving you.
Loving you.
It's right there.
Both of us are immigrants to this farm.
Yeah, we did.
And the world will live as one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm playing. I'm just going.
Look at
Yeah,
me.
I'm a rock star.
Nate's
Play
getting
little
famous.
clips.
Igor is getting famous. Your words are getting out. When this doc hits with all this together,
Yeah.
they're all going to go, who the fuck are those guys? Look what they, because I really want you to work with Nate's guy with his programs or whatever
Oh,
that he
do us
does.
on the
Remember
back
that?
part, Bravo.
I am the Natalator. Did you ever see that video? You didn't see the Illuminati one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, that's a banging ass
I'm looking it up right
motherfucker.
now.
Go illuminate with an I illuminate, like NATE. Yeah, dude, this guy did a video of Nate's works, and it was like, huh? This is what Rob needs to work with him with our videos live with the songs and
Well, I mean, I'm not. I don't know if I want to use a whole lot of.
I'd love to
visuals,
work
like,
with
all the
Nate.
time, but,
Some of
like,
it.
everyone- yeah, some of it for sure. But like, we have so much great footage.
We were talking and
His
networking a
artist
bit.
buddy.
He said he might need a little goddess voice. I'd love to
Oh,
like help him with that.
do it. You guys should collaborate because he's going to expand, and his buddy with his
Play some
the
more.
work that he does is very hard. Look around for it. You don't see it often. And what he's put together is an amazing clip of some work that can be used through our event. Doesn't have to be all of it, but through some of it. Like when shit gets mystic and lights are going crazy, right? This is blah. Also, we're going to have like a narrative in there.
Yeah, we're gonna have a narrative in there. There's multiple narratives. There's mine and Ann's narrative. You have your own story arc. To be honest, your story arc goes everywhere. The whole proposal with Tori and Abel. I mean, like there's a bunch of story arcs.
Dude, that was a hell of a fucking.
Oh, I have goosebumps watching the.
You get to watch all the shit.
I was
sitting
there. I
home
was
picking
there.
my
Right, I
nose.
was right there recording it. Me and Justin were.
But you still get to see clips and pics and this and that. I don't get to see any of it. No, neither do anybody else. There's a lot of
What do you
people.
want me to do about that, Rick?
Nothing.
It's
Do what we're doing.
I just got
There's
back
nothing
from
much-
Hollywood.
There's
Yeah.
nothing more we can do, right?
Right.
Yeah, good idea. You got to open the door. This room gets quite
Yeah, I know. It gets
claustrophobic
super
at
hot in
times.
here.
Go like this and get some air in here.
Get a draft going. I can
You
feel it.
can feel it. I can feel it on my legs. Here we
Okay.
go. Here we go. See the six.
Youth by giving up on Catholicism. Quote, in order to really relate to modern teens, he needs to make religion a much smaller part of his busy life, just like they do. And it's already working. Tweets like, can someone go to church for me, LOL, hashtag sleeping in, have been retweeted over 1 million times by lazy Catholic teens, while tweets like, if God was real, how come there's so much murder? And I'm still Catholic, I just don't go to church or believe in Jesus, have been especially successful with college students who are questioning the church's teaching.
It's really cool to see that the Pope is as active on social media and as skeptical about God as I am. Look, he just tweeted, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. It's totally how I feel.
Experts say his next project involves reaching out to Muslims by sitting down with Islamic leaders and proclaiming his undying allegiance to Allah.
This is the Onion News Network.
And welcome back to the Rebel Love Show. I'm Ann Mathias here with Rob Mathias, Rick Naya, and Justin Campagnone.
One day.
One day.
Campione. You had it.
Campione.
See, I kind of got it.
It's Latin. It's Campione.
No, I thought it was Chinese.
It's like champion.
It's a nice Irish name.
No.
Good Irish lad, is he? He's not Cuban, that's for damn sure.
If you had the fortune of watching on YouTube, you would have saw some of our beautiful wedding stuff. But don't worry, because we're gonna put it all in the beautiful documentary that's coming up.
It's gonna make people cry. People are gonna cry watching.
Everyone cried the whole day. Do you guys have a name for it?
Yeah, that's the thing. We need
if you
a name for
and
this
if you
doc.
have any aspirations for the doc, like what would you like it to accomplish, like in the long run? And if there's gonna be a HimFest 2017, like what are your dreams and goals for that one? This one blew everything out of the water. I don't know if you could ever top it, but I mean, I guess you got to try.
That's a tough thing. I mean, for me, it's one thing. For Justice could be another. For Rob, it always can be a little bit different. But it's essence, and we have an essence to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna have an essence and everything like that. Name wise, like, I want something that's catchy. That's
I just want to say HempFest.
Just HempFest.
Boom.
Boom.
No, spreading.
Can't be a long name.
No,
it's got to be something that's got some personality.
Love and Giving. HimFest 2016. See?
It's close.
We'll have a think tank.
Remember,
So,
remember something. What we need to do is capture a national audience and even a world audience. You know, remember, this is a documentary that has not ever been done before like this. This is going to be a one of a kind history-making documentary.
Absolutely.
So when you come up with the name, it's going to have to
people
really
don't realize like how like
the dream, how it's accomplished,
how serious we are. Like I don't know. You know, I'm serious about this doc. Like this
right.
Is my,
well,
this
it's
is,
like the dream, and how do you
my dream.
accomplish it? Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's about.
I mean,
a dream that we're accomplishing.
Yeah. My aspirations for it, like I want to change the state. Like that's my goal. I want to change it. I don't care how many views it gets on YouTube or something like that. I want people in New Hampshire to watch it.
Oh, it will be watched.
I want to watch. No, I want to change the world. I want it to be like legalization all across the entire country. Don't get me wrong. But I just want to change it here. I want to be able to go down to the store and buy this.
Like in like in Colorado on our honeymoon, which was awesome. Which I guess we should talk about a little, but
I just don't want to go into some lady's house with her baby in the living room, and I'm like, yeah, I'm buying weed. That's all I want to do.
Is that what normally happens?
That's what. Yeah, that's what. Like
how it goes.
You get
down
rid of
for you.
that. That's fine. Like,
Yeah.
it goes in the hands. Maybe she can be like an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
that's what I think.
Everyone can start their own business and have jobs and not worry about
with legalization in New Hampshire. My issue is always like the majority of people who get busted are 18 to 24-year-olds.
And that ruins their lives afterwards.
Yeah, and it's like you have this state that has like a really slow like economy, and you have a lot of people of that age not wanting to be here or not having like the means to stay. Yeah, they have to leave.
Right.
And Colorado doesn't want them there. Trust me. Like, I went
New
there.
Hampshire is the only state in New England that has no decriminalization. And what I do have to say is,
well, they're making so much money on the drug war.
Stop hurting people. Like that's what you're doing. And like, why are we going to hurt people?
We're trying. The state is, I got to say this, man, because it's kind of the truth. Lately these days, these 18 to 24-year-olds are not going to prison. They're getting popped. Maybe they're going to a cage. They're going to shake their legs and tell them, hey, pay the toll. Don't do it again for a year or 6 months. Try to get your act together.
How can you defend
that?
And that's
I don't defend it, but that's what they're doing. They're not throwing them directly into prisons anymore.
No,
they're
but
trying
you
not to.
You get technically arrested.
Well, they do.
That stays on your record, and that ruins your record.
No, because then it gets expunged if you don't fuck up, and that's
but
for
me, it's just like that's why we have such a heroin epidemic in New
said that
Hampshire
10
and
years
everywhere
ago.
around, because the way that marijuana is demonized, like it can literally help people deter from heroin, and heroin's just everywhere, and they're prescribing everyone all these pills and everything. And if we, like, obviously the drug war isn't working, so why are they funding it more? instead of like investing in something else.
I agree. And that's the same philosophy I keep saying. New Hampshire is staying secluded, and that's what's caused the problem. Everybody around us is doing something, decriminalizing and allowing cannabis to be more in the mainstream, yet we continue to be the only state in the region that does.
And it's a shame.
It is a shame, but these things are changing. With people like Joe LaChance, Adam Schroeder, Glenn Ulrich, John Burt, Ted Wright, there are so many other of us, Erica Goltler, there's Matt Simon. There are so many of us that are out there trying to do good. Rennie Cushing, Paul Tomei. There's a lot of people out there trying to make change in our state. There's a number of senators that changed this year. So this is the year. This is the beginning of a new beginning for a newer New Hampshire. And we're hoping we'll be able to create, like, again, I say it over and over again, common sense laws for common sense adults. We don't need the government or the state trying to monopolize and control us that way. I think we've done a pretty damn good job about it all these years as it is, let alone try to control it any more than they have. The medical program in itself, in the next few months, I think we're all going to come to find that it's having its issues, and we're trying to help it grow and foster more. So as we grow together as a humanity and a society here in New Hampshire, the laws will continue to change, and we have to stop being such anarchists in such ways. We have to get out and vote and elect these people that are going to listen to us. Well, I'm going to lose a lot of people. I don't care, because we have to get out and vote. You know, HampshireIndependence.org.
Yeah.
What are we doing out there? We want to become independent, but you have to have people help and vote. You have to have people behind that.
If you're going to vote, it should be for independence.
I hear you. I hear you. But like,
and
that's why I do what I do
but I'm
to
not
help
gonna vote
people like
personally.
you do what you can in the state house and other people in the state house, and help people in general get liberty and freedom. But for me, the revolution isn't outside my ears; it's inside my ears.
in
It's
here.
inside you. Like
That's what we learned at Hempus.
message,
the
man.
revolution
And
is between the ears, and we can all spread it in our different ways. And
Right
as
on.
long as
Yeah, like,
everyone's
I don't have to vote
peaceful,
to try and
that's
and
all
change,
that
to
matters.
change the world, to change the where we live. Voting, I don't have to vote in order to make change.
You
I'm
live in a
making change
society
I
where
can.
if you don't, you live by their rules. And if you don't try to help
And if
change
you
those
do,
rules,
you
you're
live by
subjected to them.
And if you do, you live by their rules. So
And
it's
if you
like
don't,
gonna
you're
work
still
either way.
subjected to them.
Yeah, you're always
Yeah.
going to be subjected to a
That's the
ruler.
point.
That's why
if
we
you
must
believe, if you
make
believe in
change.
If
I don't
you
like the
believe in
rules.
rulers,
I don't like
always-
the rules.
I don't
either.
believe that I'm paying taxes to like enforce myself.
Or make bombs that kill other
Like,
people and
Yeah.
kids. I'm
no,
out
that
with that.
sucks.
That's what you're
That's
paying
out.
for.
I'm not in for
Well, I
free.
mean,
That's
I
what
don't,
taxes
how
are going
long
towards.
do you guys have to support an organization that bombs people on a regular basis, spies? And
I
everything
hate that.
we do.
If
You know,
and
I-
he's just
Starbucks used
poisonous.
their
Why-
money
yeah.
to drop bombs,
and
I
he's
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
just
shop
shop
poisonous.
there
there.
anymore. So why would I support the empire?
And all the GMOs and all the contaminants. And
The thing
just
is, even if I
petroleum-
vote or didn't vote, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter in their regards for my consent. My consent's not required.
I know this is really off topic, but I'm really looking forward to this election, like the presidential election.
I hope it makes more anarchists.
Because it's like what's
More
between
people will just walk away from the system.
what's between the dick and the balls, the coffee table. You know that
I'm
saying?
thinking so,
like
right?
this is that election.
Wow.
It's great.
It's crazy.
Giant douche or turd sandwich.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm actually rooting for. If I had to pick between the two,
Trump?
No, I want Clinton. I want Clinton. I want Clinton.
It's her turn.
It's her turn. It's her turn. It's her turn.
It's her turd.
It's her. It's her turn.
It's her turn.
If the country's gonna collapse,
I just
want it
can't
to be
believe
under
in her. I
Clinton
just saw the
dynasty.
What's the
line,
best
yeah.
way to contact her? Email?
I just say too much lying.
You got mail.
Between two
Okay.
ferns, I'll go watch that shit. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
that
that's
was great.
incredible.
Well, whether you're drinking to the debates or just laughing at them, good luck with that.
PBR. Went through
PBR.
7
why
PBRs.
is PBR your go-to like beer? I got a
You
question.
want
I
one?
got.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
gonna
it's
do
cheap
that on
and
air.
manly.
I have one out there for you.
Oh, you do?
In the cooler.
No, I might take you up on
I
that.
figured
Go
you'd be
grab
like a
me
draft, like a microbrewery, like connoisseur.
Oh, no way. I
Oh,
just
no.
like low tier beer.
Yeah.
Like that's
Beer.
my thing.
Beer.
Okay.
Natty Ice. Bud.
Yeah, Natty
I don't
Ice.
drink
Like,
any Bud Lights, just Natty Ice, Paps. There you go.
I'll drink like I'm a huge fan of Allagash White. That's usually my go-to
Oh,
beer.
nice.
Yeah, that's like it's
Wow.
$10 for a 4-pack, but
Uh-huh.
other than that, I want to get more alcohol from a buck. So
Oh God.
PBR.
So I stopped
They're cheaper
drinking.
beers.
Yeah, the Rebel
5.9%.
Goddess here says she's stopped drinking.
Well, I haven't drank in a long time.
I know.
Good for
I'll
you.
drink
That's good.
And the
Especially
last
drink
time, the last
champagne.
time she
Get
had
one.
too many mimosas.
just one too many.
No, you had two
mimosas.
too many mimosas.
Yeah, because I had 2 mimosas and I got super drunk.
Yeah. and then-
Anyway,
Yay,
so
Hempfest?
no,
that's the last time she was drinking.
that was a while ago. But Rob's gonna play some video from our honeymoon, and then we'll talk about that when we come back.
It might get risque. Stay tuned.
Radio is the most.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, guys, I am going to play a little video here of this is Raphael and Leo. They're a couple we met out in Utah. Super cool, sexy couple who are musicians who, we decided to make a little music video in some hot springs. So
I guess he's not playing the one where I'm hooping.
you are hooping in the background right there. I want to dedicate your hooping one to the last segment, babe. The last segment is going to be you hooping it up like it's no one's business. Okay. Believe in me. So check this out. They're actually super fantastic, like amazing, beautiful, and their music is off the hook. And I loved filming this.
Ain't no time to entertain all the darkness of the rain. Now makes the sunshine. Expecting me to stop by and pass the line. A soft sky is a baby blue. Down palm trees make my ocean view. Yeah, like every type of sun, breeze it like this. Can't we go to a place where we can see all the trees? We can buy just like these, keeping peace and like this. Ooh, ooh. Oh yes, amazing like this. Rolling waves on the sea, like fashion got time to shimmer. Ain't no other place for me to be, but keeping peace like this. Rolling waves on the sea, like fashion got time to shimmer. Ain't no other place for me to be, but keeping peace like this. Can we go to a place where we can see all the trees? We can bounce like the bees, and keeping peace like the breeze. Ooh. Oh yes, amazing like the breeze. Oh, it doesn't end there.
It's okay.
For news updates delivered to your email box, facebook.lrn.fm to follow our Facebook page, and twitter.lrn.fm to receive our tweets.
This Your Family Today tip is brought to you by Lil Drums. Every bit as fun as a full... in a month and devote it to family activities. Pull out the board games and puzzles, serve up some treats, or have a picnic. Even without leaving home, you'll feel like you've really had some time away. For more tips like these, visit us at parenthood.com/yourfamilytoday.
What's up next? Visit the Liberty Radio Network program guide to find out at shows.lrn.fm. That's shows.lrn.fm.
Production studio. Oh shit, come on. Welcome back to the Rebel Love Show. I didn't know I was on at first. I'm here with Rick, Naya, and Justin, and we're just kicking back and we're talking about HempFest. On the break, Rob showed a little snippet of a video we're working on, and that just goes right back into Spirit Love Productions, because that's the thing we want to do. That's the kind of stuff we want to record, especially like our fellow like spiritual buddies who are on that like same journey with us, which was great when we met them. Like they just knew, like our spirits just recognized each other, and we were like, let's film a music video together. And that's just what happens to us on our honeymoon. We always run into these crazy adventures, and so that's why we want to do it. That's what we want to,
it's gonna allow us to be super creative and like go in different ways. Like I'm loving photography, so I'm doing more photography with this camera. I can't wait to release all the different
from the honeymoon alone. It's just so many beautiful pictures.
Multiple albums to release. I got the wedding rehearsal album. Each day of HempFest. So literally day 0, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4.
It's so great.
Right? The wedding by itself, the honeymoon by itself.
All of this
like,
stuff.
I have so much stuff.
It's gonna be published on Spirit Love Productions. So go like the page on
check it
Facebook.
Out. We'll have it linked in the show notes. So
we have a Skype caller.
Yeah. Jason, you there? Jason, hello. Can you hear us? Whoa, where is that coming? Hold on, I'm having some audio issues. Hold on 1 second here, Jason.
Yeah, I think it's USB 4 or USB.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. See, that's what.
All right, cool.
Hi,
hey,
Jason. How
how's
you
it
doing
going?
tonight?
I'm doing pretty damn good. Looks like you guys are having fun yourself.
Having a
fantastic time, man. By the way, thank you. I know you run a lot of different great Facebook pages.
Oh yeah, thank you for all the love from the past, and we really appreciate it. Yeah,
we really do.
You know, it's my friend Danilo says that a rising tide raises all boats. So the more I spread your guys' message, the better it makes us all.
Right on.
Right on, man.
Oh man, I see you already found our production. We haven't even shared it yet. I see you already you got it. But yeah, go for those that listen at home. A Wolf in Sheeple's World, awesome Facebook page.
I was just wondering who that was.
Did you give me Granite Hazelmine some love?
Thank you for that.
No problem.
So how long you been watching? You've been on LRN Fan for a long time.
LRN for a couple years. Been with you guys for a year and a half or so.
Oh, cool. So you got
so since I joined, really?
Yeah, probably right after.
The Mistress showed up, and there's Jason.
Yeah. Well, you picked up the golden years of the show. Hopefully, we fulfilled it. Now, no, we're not going anywhere. We're still gonna be, making content and all that jazz.
Putting out content, and I'm still gonna blog. And I've been painting more. So. What did you say?
I said I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, I definitely need to start blogging more. I put out a blog like less than Justin.
You were supposed to put, babe, you're supposed to put out a rainbow blog. You never did.
Oh yeah.
Now mind you,
I did. Mine took me 4 months to do.
I know.
You finally got that out. Yeah,
it was 12 pages. I was
give me 4 months and then I'll
reply.
And then I'll get to rainbow. Give me a year and I'll have my HempFest article. That'll be my blog. Give me time.
Any other questions you got for us, Jason?
No, man. I just wanted to say, first of all, I just want to say congratulations.
Thank
you, Jason. Thank you very much.
All right, you two are fantastic, and I hope you have lots and lots and lots and lots of years together.
Oh,
thank you. We appreciate it.
And then second, I just wanted to say thank you for doing the show and for all that you do in the Liberty movement. Like it's so many of these podcasts of these writers or whatnot are very dry, and it's unique to find somebody that has real personality and is willing to put themselves out there. And I think that is far more productive than any little piece of writing.
So, thank you.
That
was deep. Thank you.
I don't fall on my face a few times doing what I do, but
You're human. That's okay.
Yeah. Hey, no one's perfect, you know.
You gotta
but,
be human.
Thank you, man. I've done a lot in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
just-
keep doing more, man.
I just want to
I'm
take a
done.
minute
You're right, I
to
ain't
thank
done.
Rob for starting this show, because like I came on 1.5 years ago, but this show has been going on for 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
No,
And
no, the first time though, I mean that we were going at it, like that was only a couple of
it was just him by himself in Chicago.
No,
like
I
on
was
Skype.
not by myself. I was doing a Google Hangout show with Joel.
Oh yeah,
Google Hangout
3 years ago, like
With
and
the rebel.
yeah, and he was Rob Mathias,
He's
was
my
a
rebel.
rebel.
He was just the
and
rebel.
He rode through the Shire. He's from Illinois, this rebel boy, and he moved his dad with his bag and slapping a cat. Rob Mathias, the voluntarist rebel, Rob Mathias. That's who he was when I met him. Now he's evolved.
My
Then
former
he fell in love.
my former co-host made that. Yeah, he wrote a power ballad.
It was the ballad of Rob Mathias.
It's on YouTube. Go look at
that. Is genius.
I want to see this.
Yeah,
There's so
now you
much
gotta
past stuff
watch
on
it.
YouTube. You guys probably don't even.
Yeah,
Good.
there's so much stuff.
I gotta
But
find all of it.
sweetie,
Don't tell us where it's at.
you,
That's the secret. You gotta go find it.
baby, you've evolved into something so great, and you just like your editing skills have just been off the charts, and just you as a partner are amazing. And thanks for letting me do the show with you. And I'm
man, it's
glad
been a
we had
pleasure.
this together, and we're going off into like such great things.
Spirit
and I'm
love
excited.
production.
This show has really like captured like
Excited.
our
Our
essence
growth.
of our growth, or like evolving and changing.
Yeah.
Like we look back, and in the next break, I'm probably
I
gonna show
know.
you.
Yeah,
this
oh,
is
yeah.
a
Wonderful thing.
I know
And
how
then-
this
A wonderful
sounds.
experience.
In the next
You
break,
guys.
he's gonna show like some progression pictures from when we
How we just
started to
look and
how we are
change.
now, which is like totally different. Like I don't even recognize
The
myself.
transformation begins.
Oh yeah, it begun all right.
And this is the show it's been the vessel, you know, it got me here. You know what I'm saying? It has allowed me to meet both of you. You know, it's allowed me to go on these adventures and like change and evolve. And I'm never gonna forget that. Like our production company is like the evolution of that. Like,
yeah,
that's why it's,
definitely.
like,
That's why we kept the love. We
Yeah.
had to keep the love, you know.
Yeah, well, that's how we're going to learn to share and enlighten them with this documentary.
Oh,
That love will enlighten
definitely.
people.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Babe, can I just ask real
That's
quick
the
how
word.
how did you come up with the Rebel Love Show?
How did I come up with the Rebel Love
Ooh.
Show?
Yeah.
I was a podcast junkie. I was listening to so many podcasts back in the day, and just like how Jason, you're saying how everything is so dry. I wanted like I kind of wanted I wanted like a Joe Rogan experience meets like a liberty movement, like dedicated something like that. That was my dream at the time, to do something like that. You know, I don't know. There's some episodes that were kind of like that, but and I wanted something like catchy, but also something that captured the Ron Paul movement, because it was the Loveolution. It wasn't the revolution. For those that were true to their heart, that was the Loveolution, and I wanted something with love in it, and that's how I came to
Revolution. I like that. Hey, that
Yeah,
reminds me of
'cause I'm a rebellious
Javalution
spirit.
Cafe.
I think that's how I
And
feel.
Java the kitty. Java
Java
Solo.
the
Snap your
Kitty,
fingers to that
Javalution
name
Cafe. Hey, we're going to be at
poetically.
Merrimack Festival this week in the Merrimack Craft Festival
It's
and
like
Business
hitting the
Expo.
bongo once.
Javalution Cafe will be there.
Anyways, Jason, thank you for the call. Love you, brother.
All right.
See you later,
Thank you, man.
Jason, man. Be cool.
Whenever you're ready. So the protection.
Okay, babe, go ahead and show those progression. Maybe play some
Progression
music
videos.
and then show the pictures.
That's too much to do right now.
Okay.
But I will definitely go get the pictures.
We can't see it.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
you can
No,
log
you
onto
can't.
your
Go on your
phone.
phone.
Dude, you're
Go on
going to
your
have to
phone.
take some of my monitors that I have at home and use them.
Yes, give us the
I want to
monitors.
do dual monitors. That's my
I've got
plan.
like
You don't understand.
No, if you
I wanna have
could
multiple
donate
monitors.
us
I
a
have monitors at home.
if you could donate us a monitor
Uh-huh.
to start our workspace, that would be
He
amazing.
needs like 2 or 3 or 4 more monitors. Anyway, problem with doing that is you have to have a video card that's capable of playing that video.
Yeah, that's the issue. I don't know.
Then
I
that
don't know if this
video card
can do
costs
that.
$300 to $600.
Oh, really?
$300 one goes in about a year. It's like, fuck, it never works right. $600
Okay.
works good. It only lasts so long before it burns out
So
too.
this is a progression going backwards in time. It starts with Pork Fest.
What? No,
last
we
year.
started before that.
I don't know. This is the pictures that are in the download folder, babe. So I'm going with these. Big Gay Dance Party right beforehand. Awesome party. I lost so much weight. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I lost like 40 pounds from this photo.
Oh, now that is way back.
Look at
Babe,
my
you're cut
goddess.
off. You're
What?
cut off.
Oh, I'm cut off. Oh,
Yeah.
it's just a big picture. There we go.
Yeah,
There
you
we
see his
go.
very round face.
We both have round faces. baby
Guys,
doll, both of us.
Rick, you can't see this, but I shaved my head and I have brown hair.
Yeah. We're actually we're doing activism, handing out 420 rally flyers. That year.
But she shaved her head.
Oh yeah, she shaved her head.
Like all the way off.
This is a
No, I had some in the middle.
This is a picture when we made the commercial for Liberty Forum.
Oh
my
wow!
God. What was going on with your hair, baby doll? What the hell?
I like that hair then.
How do you connect to my
My beard. I had no beard game back then.
You had
I don't
no
know what the
beard
facial
game.
thing was.
You were like
What I
cute
was doing
face
here,
back
that
then.
was horrible. Like, I'm so glad
he
I
had
shaved
the
my head
alfalfa.
now.
He had so Rob had
hold
his
on.
head shaved too, but he had like a little bit of hair right here, just sticking straight up, and that was his look. And he was like bigger.
This is
Oh
from,
my God! Look at that.
Oh man, you guys are saying all
I
this.
know you're
wish
not
I
on
could see
there.
it.
Oh my
I wish
God.
well, you could go on your phone.
I'm on my phone.
What's your password here?
Oh, I'm not going to give that out on air, Rick. I'm sorry.
Oh. Here, plug it in for me.
Oh my God, I see you guys.
I want to be able
Oh
to.
my God! So that is Rob picking me up from my college in Boston. That's Pine Manor College, and he was helping me move, and we moved in temporarily together. And then I stayed forever, obviously.
Yeah, oh, that's the progression. How the things have changed.
Wait, you don't have any new pictures of us?
No, babe. New is just this. Hey.
So now what? Just I'm good.
Looks
to
so
play or
much
whatever.
different.
Oh my God.
And the breast too.
Squeeze my boobs.
I'll do what I want, baby doll. I'll do what I want. So we got this, okay, and then wait for it. I want to go to this one. All right, then we have this.
I'm on YouTube right now.
Wait.
50 likes.
Beautiful. All right, am I bringing it back?
11:48 in a few minutes. It'll click these up there. a little bit, so
If you were to ever even try to put plant material in a syringe and inject that into your veins,
It's going to go poorly for you.
it's going to work once. You're going to get high one last time if you even make it to that point.
Yeah. That's not a good idea.
Never in the history of marijuana consumption has anyone ever injected it into their veins.
Yeah. Kids don't try that at home.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM. If you enjoy LRN.FM, please contribute to your favorite shows via their websites and become an amplifier at amp.lrn.fm. That's amp.lrn.fm.
And welcome back to the Rebel Love Show. So, babe, are you gonna play my hooping video on air?
Oh, you want me to play it on air?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna play it on air, but we're gonna talk over.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have the volume.
That's cool. Okay, so we're talking about our honeymoon real quick. We just showed you guys. No, that's not what you
the
want.
bowl.
I didn't even know it was in front of me. I would have been smoking that.
She does it all the time.
I would have been
Rick-
smoking that. Anywho, so we just showed some progressions of ourselves, and we didn't know Justin back then, or Rick for that matter. I think I've been blonde ever since I knew you, Rick. So you didn't see any of the shaved.
Oh yeah, she went through so many different looks. Oh my
So
God,
many
different
like-
looks.
I think I met you 2.5 months ago.
Yes, I was blonde.
No,
then.
this one, the one before.
Yeah, I had started the evolution process, but I hadn't yet completed the journey. But I definitely
Your metamorphosis.
Oh God, yeah, I
into
definitely
a higher consciousness.
Yeah, and a hotter consciousness as well. Anyway,
I've
so
asked you if you've met that consciousness yet. You've told me not yet.
not quite, but I'm getting there for sure. So Rob's playing a little bit of my hooping video, and I like one thing that I love. I have no regrets this summer. This summer we lived. We
Oh my
lived.
God, we lived
We
so
took
much
this summer
this
and we
year.
made it our bitch, like literally.
Ooh.
And one of the things like that got us fit from those photos for me was hooping. Like I picked up hooping. I started hanging out with some good people. Started going to some drum circles.
You blew some huge bubbles.
Yeah, I blew some huge
Remember
bubbles.
that, Rob?
Yeah, I remember
Remember
the
those huge
bubbles.
bubbles at Strange Creek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff just like really changed me for the better and like made me and Mathias. And it was great. So this video from the honeymoon out in the middle of nowhere, Utah, in a hot spring, just hooping while people serenade me with beautiful music.
Oh wow, we don't have to hear that.
It was a super good
Here you go, folks.
reward.
It was so cool to be there to like videotape that too,
Yeah,
because like I'm watching like everyone do their art, and I'm actually able to do my art. With everyone else
Yeah,
is
like
doing their art.
everyone was doing their art.
And it was so cool.
It was
to
amazing.
see, you know. But you've lost so much weight.
Yeah, and you've lost so much
you
weight.
weren't like overweight or anything like that, but like you've definitely.
Yeah, don't be
trimmed
calling me
down.
overweight. I mean,
I know.
no, I was
But
a
we
lot
both had-
rounder.
we both had a good
I
shape.
do know one thing. That hoop did you very well.
Oh yeah.
And it worked on your body, your curves. You look splendid at the wedding. And Rob went from 3 different people. I wonder what your parents think when they saw you.
I met Rob's parents for the first time, and he met my family for the first time as well. And it was great. It was really great.
The last time I saw my parents, the last time I saw my parents, they were, I was about 300 some pounds. 315 pounds.
How long ago was that?
This is about, I last time I saw them was about 10 years ago, but the last time I weighed that much was about 5 years ago. It was like 48-inch waist. Now I'm a 32. I'm down to like 172 pounds. Give or take. I still want to lose like another 5
I'm
or 6
not
pounds.
too sure about that.
All right, that, and I definitely want to tone up.
We had our weights on the board. I lost 15 pounds when I picked up hooping.
I'm down about 20 from like
that's
6
going
months ago too. So 6 months ago I was 20 pounds heavier.
And I'm a short person, so like it really makes a large difference. On me. I don't know. It was just a great honeymoon. Utah was definitely a great stop.
Utah was
Colorado,
beautiful.
like since we're talking about legalization and we were all talking about what we want to see for legalization in the future, like going to Colorado and just pulling over on the side of the road and buying joints and weed and dabs.
Like the first thing we the first thing we did when we got to Colorado, we had to make a pit stop. Like, all right, so we went to Flower of Life dispensary,
which I can't highly recommend, honestly.
I wasn't impressed with them
I really wasn't
at all.
impressed with like their service or anything.
They get a bad Yelp review.
They do.
Bad Yelp. I grow better weed than them, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
It's not the product, it was the customers.
It was both. It wasn't that great.
An unpleasant experience, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't great. And you know, they didn't know that we were podcasters and gonna come and talk about it later. But that's why you should treat everyone nice. But anyway,
make things look nice.
The New Hampshire Snoot Guard is here.
Yeah, we're snooty about our highway side weed in Colorado. No, it was okay, but like just that fact coming here and like we couldn't even buy weed for like 2 weeks. We had to find someone's dealer and meet them and like wait for their mom to leave. I don't know, just like we have to like wait for weed.
Like
when I can pull over on the side of the road in Colorado. Everywhere in Colorado, there's just giant smiley faces with like what sunglasses on.
With green crosses, you know. Like
the medical cross.
Just everywhere in Colorado. You show your goddamn ID and you go and you like load a bag. And you know, after experiencing that, I guess everything else is just like peasant shit to me because I don't want to wait for weed anymore. It's just ridiculous now.
You
like
felt free and really liberal. The liberties were there. It's like, my God, I don't feel pressured or the cop. It's just
nothing.
It was like nothing. It was like you're just going to the store.
Portland, Maine is like that.
Yeah.
Going to a club, hang out, party, step out after the band plays, have a cigarette, smoke a joint.
No, people get arrested in Portland.
I've done it. Right?
No, it's legal.
Maine.
It's decriminalized in Portland. Anywhere else outside of Portland,
right?
That's where you want to like not smoke weed because like Portland's the only place in Maine
in the city of Portland
smoke it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I thought
I did it.
The cops still enforced the federal
No, the cops
law.
drove right by. They saw us. We were right there. And I turned around and looked, and there I was with my hand on my joint, looking right at him drive by.
Well, it didn't quite feel like Portland. It felt if you've been to Portland, if you go to Colorado, like it's gonna blow your fucking mind because it's just like so many great places there too. Like and everywhere you look, it's a 360 view because Denver, Colorado is in the middle of the mountains, so it's so beautiful.
No,
And-
Denver's not
No,
in the
it's on the
middle.
edge.
It's out
It's
in the
on the
plains. It's out on the edge of
It's
the
on the edge of the
Rockies. Yeah.
but it looks like you're like right in it. Like it
Yeah,
looks
I
like
know
you're
what you
just
mean.
right in it.
Yeah,
And
it's like
just
50
to be
miles
able
away,
to
it's
smoke
more like
weed
100.
and see those like mystic fucking mountains, and then
Majestic,
I always
Best
say the
snowboarding.
drive like into Colorado and then through Colorado to Utah, unbelievable.
The
Like, you're gonna go on a road
canyons,
trip.
the
like,
changing colors with the sun as it moves.
Oh,
through
yeah.
the day.
you see the entire horizon. You see everything.
and those rocks with their
The big
like
sky.
their carvings,
And
like
then
makes you wonder the story behind them. Like, and they're so old. It's just
Yeah, and every turn's a majestic turn. Every turn. Like I was.
Whoa.
Oh, I do
like,
want to give a
love
shout
it.
out to Mystic Hot Springs in Monroe,
Oh my
Utah.
God, the hot springs.
That is
Big
where
Mystics. Give
there
them a coup. Yeah.
that is where that music video is filmed. It's a beautiful place out there. It's full of like flower of life symbols and deadhead teddy bears dancing around.
We were walking around like we left Hempfest.
Yeah, and they were fine with it.
Hey,
Everyone was like that
I want to
there.
mention something if you don't mind. I'd like very much to let everybody know that I next year when the gates open in Mass for the river rafting, I want to do a New Hampshire Hempfest and Freedom Rally mandatory staff and volunteer rafting, whitewater rafting trip.
A whitewater rafting
to bond and become team and become more close as family.
Okay.
I'd like to send a message to everybody out there that get in touch with me soon. We're going to be scheduling an awesome 2-day whitewater rafting trip for all of us to go and enjoy ourselves and bond closer and really have a great time together while we do that, so that when we send off 2017, that we're a lot closer together and our message is that much more profound. So for those of you that want to get involved, be prepared. A note's going to go out very shortly, and we'll have prices set up for everybody, including meals, whether you want fish, chicken, or steak, or if you're like vegan or whatever it is, paleo, and any gluten, we'll do it all, and we'll make sure that everybody is at least comfortable and happy throughout the trip. So get ready, folks. We're going to do another history-making, bonding family get-together for next year, okay? I just wanted to share that.
All right. Yeah. That's
That
cool.
sounds fun.
Excited.
It's going to be awesome.
Do you expect like the Hempfest to be as big as it was this year for next year? Like, what are you expecting for
Okay,
next
that's
year?
a very good question.
I was worried it wasn't going to happen, and this
No.
was going to be the last one.
No,
so I'm
no,
wondering
no.
how you're going to.
No. What I mentioned earlier that when you go out of pocket, people like I said, a lot of people that have foundations and get a lot of money from corporations are one thing, but we're out of pocket friends. Tom does this himself out of his pocket through help and generous donations from the sponsors and vendors that show up. But like I said, we'll talk a little bit more about that and how we're going to get 2017 off the ground and make it happen again. New Hampshire Hempfest and Freedom Rally rocks.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Derek J. I don't want a politician to represent me. To me, government is the idea that one group of people can coerce everyone to comply with an edict or face increasing punishments up to and including death. Despite perhaps the most noble of intentions, the best government services are a far cry from what could be provided for by voluntary interactions. Besides, the people who call themselves the government wage wars and put peaceful people in jail for crimes involving no victims.
All right, guys, I got one more video to play for you. This is actually a video taken by Paul of G-Funk Productions, Paul Goodon. This is Twiddle at Hempfest. Hope you guys enjoy for the last segment here on the Rebel Love Show.
on my lawn. She never before was hitting a big ass ball. What a pleasure it was to see the ball hit the ball. Now everybody get up, show it. Everybody's on the beat. So he likes to know, he likes to shout. That I ain't perfect, baby, he knows just how to rock. And when he's out now, don't get it free. He got some other attributes that I would say. My teacher's a boy, was hitting on the ball. What a pleasure it was to see that ball smoke the ball. Oh, he has a boy, was hitting on my ball. What a pleasure it was to see him smoking on my ball. Everybody smoking weed. Agree to disagree. Everybody smoking weed.
You're listening to the best liberty-oriented audio streamed around the clock, on the air and online. This is the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.
Welcome back to the final segment here on the Rebel Love Show. And Mike, in this last segment, I really want to get into the future for Rick, the future for Justin.
Should we start off?
I mean, we're going to start off with Justin because I know Rick's going to go like for like a really long time when we hit Rick. So
we're going to tell you our big 2-year plan as well.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah, so give us a little segment. Yeah, give us some time, Rick. All right, Justin, what are people going to expect from Granite Hazen Bind, from you? Like, what's in tell for next year or so for your life?
Well, I just got picked up after HempFest because HempFest was a great networking event for me. I'll be working as the social media director for Mile High PMP.
Woo!
And we're doing.
What is that?
We got a lot of people, very good people backing us. So
What is Mile High PMP?
Mile High PMP is a CBD retailer. They deal with both cannabis and CBD products for hemp. Right, hemp products.
Hemp products. Big difference between cannabis and hemp. They deal with hemp products. They're legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Just so everybody knows.
So after, with that, I'll be coming up with more articles. I might be going out to a cannabis farm, a hemp farm out in Colorado for 4 days. And they're going to have me document it and go, what it's like to be there, talk to the people who work there, talk to the people who own it, and just kind of chill out on this awesome forest of weed.
Cool.
That's where I'm going. Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
a good
rad.
opportunity for you. Yeah.
That's a great opportunity.
And I just start doing more video work, more than I guess writing. And I think,
well, you're gonna learn a lot. And
yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna.
And the
I'm gonna be.
I hope I do.
Every time, because we're doing this every Monday. So
right,
every Monday, pay attention to everything. I'll show you everything I'm doing. Like you'll learn. I mean, I'm gonna be teaching myself tricks of the trade along the way. Like
right,
you heard that every Monday.
You only learn by like doing.
And there'll be friends sharing. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much me. That's what I'm doing.
Congratulations on the Mile High thing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
super
much.
I want to
Thank
let
you.
you know that they're on their way to really making some big waves here in New England. It's going to be a good thing that you're involved because they're going to be expanding, and I can assure you.
Yeah, it's a train I wanted to get on, and I
Good
think
for
it's
you.
good. It's just taking me a while because I'm trying to build up like a sincere credibility to what I'll be writing.
Yeah.
My knowledge in the hemp industry is good, but it's not like marketably good yet.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's taking me a while in research, but I'm doing, everything that I can.
Grow.
whatever.
I think by
Grow,
starting
learn.
out with
Growing,
Mile High,
planting the seeds in the garden of my mind.
Well,
Yeah.
working with Matt Kipp and Meg and Christy and the guys at Mile High and their coalition of financiers and the businesses that they're involved with, I think that you're going to learn rather quickly that your expertise and your knowledge and theirs is going to really come together in a new nuance. I'm really looking forward to seeing you put things together. It's going to be great.
Me too.
My favorite thing about that, though, is doing this thing that I love for digital marketing. And that's what I'm like really, really getting into now at work. That's what I do. I write full time for a software company in Portsmouth. So, just writing all the time, just getting the juices flowing all the time and just pumping out content. That's what you're going to be seeing, a lot of video and blogging work.
Well, I can't wait to see.
Awesome.
This is good stuff. Looking forward to
we
seeing
love
that.
reading your stuff, and you have a support network. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're part of the Rebel.
The amount of people who now follow my blog after HempFest is awesome. Thank you guys so much.
That's beautiful, man.
And where can they follow that one more time?
It's the Granite Haze of Mind on Facebook, and it's the granitehazeofmind.wordpress.com.
You need to get that down.
I will.
Yeah.
Get done.
You
I always
can't
call
talk.
people out
Our
on the show,
production
like-
company hasn't
We
even
don't
got
have
ours
one,
yet.
so you can hate that on
So
all
this
the
is
time,
grassroots
but-
people. Now,
Let's
Rick,
just remember something that as soon as I get a hold of the Granite Haze of Mind page and I get the hold of the Spirit Love Production page, we know what happens. With the amount of coalitions and friends and networks that we associate with, it's going to continue to expand and bring the family further and closer. And I'm looking forward to the new changes, the new era.
Speaking of new era,
Oh,
Rick,
yeah.
what about you? What should people expect
what's
from
in
you?
the future?
Oh, in the future. Well, I want to give thanks again to 2016, the fans, the vendors, all the state reps, and all the people involved at that level. I want to give credence to Lori Morris, Frank Federico, Ann Larrabee, Tori Minor.
Shout out to those two for getting engaged.
That was a wonderful
I
experience
tried.
to be a part of.
Another bunch of kudos there. There was also a few other people that stood up out of the crowd. Tegan stood up quite a bit while we were very busy and late night and just helped keep a lot together. And there were a lot of people, I can't remember them all, and even fans that stood up to help other fans that maybe didn't have a tent site or a campsite. Annette Claremont helped there. And I just want to thank everybody that put their best foot forward 2016. Heidi Stover the medics really had a heck of a
medic
time.
team was on
busy, on
call.
point,
They
call all
killed
night.
it.
Yeah.
It was really quite something to see how exhausting it was to be in the medic department. I want to give Heidi a big kudo. I want to give also Doug Bledsoe a huge kudo and accepting my passion and brotherhood, and another learning curve for the family. But for 2017, let's give another eye on as to what we have to remember, that 2016 was a learning year for us. We're going to need support from all of us. I want to put together the whitewater rafting event for 2017. We have the 420 rally coming up downtown with Rich Paul and myself. We'll be putting on another event, the first of the year. We'll be looking forward to a new foundation that I'll put forward, Joe LaChance, myself, Ted Wright, and possibly another person or two that we already have that we believe are going to help us make New Hampshire's first cannabis foundation to help us evolve and move forward with finances from the larger industrialists and agriculturalists and industries throughout the nation and here regionally to bring a serious common sense movement to our cause. And that's what it's about, guys, taking 2017 and making a newer New Hampshire and bringing the cause, a movement to the cause. And that's what we're looking to do in 2017.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait to be a part of that.
Fuck yeah,
It's
fuck
incredible.
yeah.
But
As they
it's
say in
happening.
rainbow terms. Okay, I'll
So,
just go.
yeah.
So for our future,
future.
like I said, we're starting Spirit Love Productions, which is a big step and an evolution for us. We plan to get that off the ground, and within the year, after the documentary is finished, we'll be fully launched. And within the next year after that, we plan to make that. I hope that
Hopefully.
will become profitable.
If not, who knows? The connections we'll make.
Who knows the connections we'll
don't know where
make.
it's gonna take us.
Our 2-year plan is to move to Belize. We want to go and have that adventure. And if we are doing a production company, we can do that from anywhere in the world. So that would definitely be awesome. And plus, we're in our newlywed bliss probably forever. So I'd love to just be alone on an island with you.
We'll get
That
there
would be
someday.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's our goal.
That's
We wanna
like
travel
our
for a little bit.
future goal is to travel and go live in Central America for a while. And just our right now goal is get this documentary off the ground. We're converting this whole studio into a workspace. It's going to be a different place in here, and it's going to be communal, and we're going to get more screens, and we're just going to spend our time like making this an award-winning, like something they show at an indie film festival documentary, and we're all gonna just help and put our best skills out there, and I think we're gonna make something great together. And there's just so much love here already. Like, I love you guys, and I'm so glad I met you guys this year, and I think you guys have definitely, like, to us, just become family. So
absolutely,
it's been awesome. It's been a
Like, the
pleasure,
feeling
and
is very
I
mutual.
can't wait to work with you
Like,
guys.
we're gonna make magic with this documentary. Like,
Yeah.
it's my heart and soul. Right
I'm
now
looking
to do
forward to
this.
watching
I
and
can't
working
wait to
with
work
you.
with
I
guys.
can't
Like,
wait
it's
to
gonna be
unravel
incredible.
it and unleash it to people, because what it does, and what we discussed when we started this, was bringing the people in. And when they see themselves on a video, and they see music dubbed with them, and maybe some of their names and why they were there, reasons, and all of the different reasons why they were there, and if they see themselves, it really means a lot. It touches their lives. It's just a neat thing.
We captured magic at this doc.
Oh yeah,
when me and
It
Justin
was
were
magic.
filming,
That was magic on
so
that
much.
campground, guys.
Yeah. We captured
And
so
if you
much.
weren't
This is
there, it doesn't matter because we got it on film.
Right on.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
And it was such a great experience too, just like filming it.
I want to
like,
thank
that was
the
such
vendors,
a cool experience.
the vendors. I always
The
think of
vendors were
vendors.
fantastic.
Yeah, the
they
vendors were
were
great.
fantastic.
Doug
just
Bledsoe
wonderful
was
people to talk
phenomenal
to.
out there. Remember, with all of
That
his
pulled pork.
trays.
Well, guys,
That is the
that's
final
it.
episode.
This is it, the
That's
final
it.
episode, the grand
Yeah,
finale.
yeah.
Is it over?
It's over. Go like our
my
new
God.
Facebook page, Spirit Love
Spirit Love
Productions.
Productions. It's on,
Now, stay
everybody.
tuned for this documentary because it's coming.
It's gonna be
give us 6 months
awesome.
Thank you so much, fans. We love you.
And we love
Thank you,
you.
guys. You're
Peace.
wonderful.
Peace, love, man. Right on.
Free Press Publications is an independent, alternative media and publishing company